I'm Kendall Peacock, and I'm the Assistant Director of Wyoming Conservation Corps. This is the only week where everybody is all together, so we really get a sense of community, and we're teaching everybody the skills that they're most going to be using in the summers. Curt Gowdy tests all the elements. You're working on the hardest trails at Curt Gowdy that you probably will. There's beetle kill, the same there as everywhere else, and so we can do that. And then we get a chance to do some fencing up on our Pole Mountain work facility site.
My name is Darren Lutz, and I'm field supervisor for the Wyoming Conservation Corps. Well, the reason we prep on chainsaws is we have 6 hitches. Every crew that we have works with Medbo National Forest, and our main job with them is to actually cut down beetle kill trees. Our leaders are certified S212 fallers, so they will be dropping trees. Our members to be comfortable and safe with saws to help limb and buck trees.
Also start a little above the wood to sometimes the blade will catch. Give it a little bit more gas.
My name's Tim Sawecki. I'm the Senior Project Coordinator. The Wyoming Conservation Corps is somewhat of a plural conservation corps in that we deal with a number of interests, public land management and natural resource interests throughout the state. Those range from agriculture to recreational to energy to forestry. So the training attempts to address some of those interests and also the work that we'll do in order to educate students in those various interests on public land. So some of the trainings we're doing are fencing. Fencing addresses wildlife issues in the state, and it addresses agricultural issues in the state. Our third training is trail work. We do a lot of trail work throughout the state, and that's non-motorized trails because it brings a lot of users, a lot of recreationists into the public lands.
We have to cross a lot of drainages in the park, and this is one of the culverts to get people safely across the drainage. But the other thing it does is these drainage crossings tend to be a real erosional issues too, and so by lifting it up and having good drainage going through it, it resolves that issue. The economy is starting to recover in Wyoming, but our funding cycle is always about 2 years behind what's going on. We get things like this accomplished is either with volunteer labor or through groups like the Wyoming Conservation Corps. Well, I think it's a natural fit that we work with the Conservation Corps. Look at the things we're asking the students to do. They fit right in with what they're doing in ENR and things like that. And for us, it's a natural fit. I can't think of a better way to get these types of projects done.
I'm Andrea Lyon, and I'm a crew leader with the Wyoming Conservation Corps. A lot of them had never done trail work, so it was even things from introduction to the tools to a layout of a trail, and especially trails as gnarly as the really incredible single track at Curt Gowdy.
Partnerships are the program. Without partnerships with agencies, we're not going to be able to do this work. This is also, a huge goal of the WCC is to create the next generation of land managers. And so the students getting a chance to meet people who work in these agencies and a chance to see how the different agencies work with the land and what conservation means.
Actually, that's one of the greatest benefits of the WCC is that they really help you out with training and help you build your resume up, which is one of the most beneficial pieces to me. So
long days in the hot sun and hard elements, maybe it's snow at this point. Everybody camps out together. We've got one giant cook tent where everybody hangs out. It's 10 days of intense living together, no shower. We also get a lot of visitors out. Matt Kyers, the assistant dean of students, who comes out. He's been a great friend of the program. Dan McCoy, the director of the outdoor program, come out and he talked about the Leave No Trace principles. Brian Mueller from Wyoming Reclamation and Restoration Center come out and talk about some of the weed issues, and he promised a bit of an incentive for the folks who can find the most weeds throughout the state, and so that's a great initiative that we'll be able to work with him on.
We really push for a leadership throughout the whole crew, building on everyone's strengths and helping people with their weaknesses mostly.
Most part, everybody did pretty well. I think they got more exhausted than they thought they would. It's a lot of work. You wouldn't think that widening a trail 4 inches would require 4 hours of work. It's a lot.
I think I'm going to be very sore in the morning. My arms definitely.
We plan on having more than 31,000 hours this summer. It's 48 folks, which transfers to 6 crews of 8 people each, 2 crew leaders and 6 crew members on each crew. I think everybody is ready for it, and I think we're going to have a great summer, and it's easily attainable.